Hi, good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. Hi, my name's Peter. What's it called? True Blue Thai. For instance, and I live in Thailand, hence the name. And I'm a big Man City fan. I'm from Manchester, for instance, but now residing in Thailand. And I like to talk about the games and I like to preview the games and review the games what's going to be gone. And I'll try to get this content out as soon as possible, but in life that may not always be the case. And yeah, we've went to the rainy season now in Thailand, and yeah, and for instance, like I was going to go outside and do this, but there's a thunderstorm hanging around, etc. And he's been hanging around all day. And I was going to go out running before, what's it called, this morning, etc. And I saw the sun was out, and I thought, no, what I'll do, I'll wait for the rain because it's now used to run in the rain. And for instance, never materialised, even though the radar said it was, was approaching. It's been hanging around Grun Teb, Bangkok, what's it called, just most of the day, I presume, so, because I can hear this noise. So whether it'll come here, I don't know. But this is what you have to do. You can, and it threatens and then it goes away. Yesterday, for instance, it started, and for instance, it was in the morning and it rained kind of most of the day. Yesterday, it was yeah. I was brushing some leaves outside. We've got the mango trees outside. I was brushing the leaves and didn't wait. I got a break in the rain, etc. For instance, but it was kind of miserable most of the day, very dark. So of course, when I do this, etc. For instance, it can be quite dark. I've got the light on now. What's called illuminating my face, which it didn't. So for instance, but yeah, it's so I'm yeah. So for instance, I'm kind of. Yeah, so for instance, waiting for the fun storm to arrive, so I thought I might as well stay in and haven't done my run. Terrible. Anyway, I'll do it tomorrow morning, regardless whether the sun's out or not, or the rain's going to become good. The thunderstorms are amazing. As they go, the noise is incredible. For instance, but and my lady just like me to walking out and but I've never had an issue with it. But it's just biblical when it rains. Um, right. Okay. So, but we're not here to talk about the weather. We're here to talk about the wind. The wind was ago. We went down to White Hart Lane. You can't call it White Hart Lane now. The Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. You can't just call it that. You call it it's either we call it the Etihad. Okay, so for instance, but yeah, it just sounds weird that. God, we don't want to call it the Manchester City Stadium. It's the City of Manchester Stadium before the Etihad sponsorship took over, for instance, and they did an amazing job. And they got me here as well. For instance, yeah. So, but yeah. So we went down there. It's a strange name for me. Yeah. So I got all USB. I grew up. I was Spurs, White Hart Lane, West Ham, Upton Park. For instance, Man United, the Swamp, or the Raining Swamp. Oh my God. So there's some of the Newcastle fans going off to United game exit in flippers. So funny. Oh God, hilarious club. So anyway, right. So for instance, so Man City went down to the Spurs game to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. For instance, having to spend a night in a hotel away from all the firework display. We missed the fireworks, unfortunately. So, for instance, Arsenal fans tried to set up some fireworks supposed to go to greet Man City, but unfortunately we missed them, and they got the hotel wrong. And so, for instance, and so yeah, it was a strange lead up to the game. There was a strange atmosphere. For instance, there was a lot of the Spurs. I saw a video of a karaoke Spurs guy, for instance, saying it was City till July, was City till July, and so for instance, and the hatred for instance, for Spurs not wanting Arsenal to win the league. So, for instance, they're all going to support Manchester City. So, which was yeah, so for instance, which was unusual. But for instance, didn't kind of pan out that way, to tell the truth to me. So yeah, and it's just a strange one. And watching Andy, what was his name? Jamie O'Hara wearing a Man City top afterwards and cheering and so yeah. But then again, Arsenal fans were wearing white, so yeah, and so it's kind of like 50-50. But the thing is, when I was watching United Arsenal last week, was I praying for United Arsenal a United win? Not really, no. Not really. You know, what's it called? I couldn't really give a damn about what's it called if Arsenal beat United or United beat whatever. Okay, because quite honestly, for instance, the only thing I cared about was the goal difference, and if I can go, it was down to one goal. So 1-0 to the Arsenal, as they keep saying. Anyway, so no, and the reason why is because I've always been confident in Manchester City and my team and our team, for instance, going all the way without any help from anybody else. So yeah, because it was what we do, you know, in 9 games, piece of cake, for instance, and there you go. And now we're up to the ninth game, and we've got one more game after that, which is the FA Cup, but against the Swamp. And then, for instance, but other than that, for instance, yeah, going into the game, we, for instance, we did a full-strength squad as we normal squad as we did before. For instance, why change a winning mentality? Yeah, for instance, I thought we didn't play well. We looked very nervous game. A nervous game, nervous, and gave away a few passes, and yeah, so the nerves did get to City players, but Spurs weren't playing that great. For instance, I think, and so for instance, so there was a very tetchy first 15 minutes or so. Phil Foden had a great chance for my ball, which got flicked up in the air, for instance, and he caught it on the volley. And the goalkeeper played very well for them. Did well, to save the game. But it was the first time and was quite well, not say disappointed, but I could see the Man City fans when they panned over to Man City fans were always amazing, always singing their hearts out, always this very I won't say quiet, but very kind of muted and in the way they were singing. So, for instance, and I think they're more concerned about the game. But yeah, it was a bit, some teams, some of the predictions were, oh, City's going to smash uh, Spurs, and so for instance, but I never thought that. I thought we would win, etc. But I didn't think it would, we would win by a lot. I didn't think Spurs would actually lay down and just, yeah, to which they never did. And so yeah, so going into the first half, etc. It was very contentious, for instance, and and then in the second half, etc. Kevin De Bruyne had a fantastic opportunity, for instance. The goalkeeper, um, uh, what's it called? He did an amazing save to parry the ball. So yeah, it was. I think we started to play better at that time, etc. Especially in the second half. Pep got into them. We were quite touchy in the first bit. For instance, in the second half, kind of settled down, got into more of the rhythm. Even though Spurs were playing playing better. So for instance, I thought City were just getting a bit more of a stranglehold on the game. I think then the first goal with Foden bowing down, going down the wing, okay, going across and then knocking the ball across. There was the pull out of the challenge by the Spurs player, for instance, which is understandable because he got sent off, for instance, and knock it over, which missed its intended targets, which were of Haaland and De Bruyne, and then went over to David Silva. David Silva then played a lovely through ball to Kevin De Bruyne, who passed it across goal for Erling to make it 1-0. He was a bit out of mooted celebrations because, for instance, he didn't know he thought Kevin was offside, which he wasn't. But he was. For instance, but then it was cleared and 1-0 to City, so they went over to celebrate with City fans, which was nice. and the City fans kind of had a relief on the game that came out. Then, whoa, 1-0 up. We've actually broke our Premier League hoodoo with Spurs at that particular stadium. So, hell of a stadium, my best stadium in the UK. Anyway, so as far as beauty is concerned, etc., the best stadium is the SCF. So, but no, got a big up stadium. Great achievement. Great, yeah. Anyway, so yeah, just want to move on before I talk. What's it called? Continue with the game. Yeah, I missed out Eddie, for instance, who got a smack on the face, right into his eye socket. Came up really bad, etc. For instance, and yeah, 100% substituted by the doctor. Eddie and a half, totally understand. The commitment guy, for instance. When you look at United and with their players and their injury list, you can see Man City players don't want to get injured, and when they get taken off, etc., they ain't happy. Unlike United, what's it called, players, they're quite happy to sit on the injury list. And from what's it called, City players want to, for instance, to play football, to play Man City. It wouldn't be. It's amazing winning side we are. And, yeah, anyway, so staying on, amazing backup goalkeeper. As I said, he said, can Man City come on and play a world-class goalkeeper? God's sake, that old Man City can go off and spend, how much do you think we spent on the guy, for instance? And yeah, so it's just pathetic. The media is again talking bollocks. They're just mad. For instance, and Stefan is now fantastic number 2. I have days with really do. Since I think we just give him a pay rise, which is for instance, a few games season. And from what I hear, for instance, Eddie's going to be out for the rest of the season. He wasn't going to play in the FA Cup anyway, so let's go. But his eye socket, for instance, he's not going to play in the game against West Ham. So yeah, so shame for Eddie. For instance, Francis number 1, Mr. Fearless, Mr. God, courage is unbelievable. Yeah, he's a guy, great guy. Anyway, for instance, so came on, Stefan came on, and they had to do a switch on off. For instance, when the guy who, for instance, couldn't got the challenge, he wasn't happy in the seat. For instance, which is and then what was his name? Højbjerg came on, so it was a flying. Yeah. Came on, for instance, and he definitely watched this story against City, but Eddie made a couple of great saves. One at the near post, etc. For instance, I was really but you can show how important it was to go for Spurs to get something out of the game. A lot of Spurs fan base, etc., became more and more, for instance, towards their side. They're actually playing for the Champions League spot as well. With Aston Villa, for instance, were in pole position, but they had to go to Palace on the last game. And Palace are in great form. And if Spurs want to beat City, for instance, and they've got Sheffield United, and they could easily have, for instance, qualified for the Champions League. But there you go. So, for instance, then we had the famous song "Goal No Goal." For instance, he missed it on purpose. Saying the Arsenal fans now, which is just stupid. And because if there's one guy, because when I made my prediction, I said to him, "Oh, we'll give them a 1, etc." Because, for instance, Song always scores against us, and there you go. Kanji got a flip with the ball. For instance, he went. He got a guy knocked the ball over to Kanji. Kanji, sorry, not Kanji, to Son. Son went one on one with Stefan. And what did Stefan do? Stand up like a proper goalkeeper. Never went down. Stood up and said, "Listen, you're not getting past me today, boy." And for instance, yeah, made himself big. And yes, I know Son's not been in the greatest of form, but he's a goal scorer. He's not a goal scorer. For instance, he knows how to score. And this guy knows how to score, especially against City. And what does he do? He puts it, what's it called, to his left, Stefan's right, and Stefan's just flicked out his left, his right foot, etc., right leg, etc., and stop the ball, for instance, and there you go. And that was what, 6 minutes from full time. Ooh, gee whiz. I still think we went and could have gone on one, but for instance, it would have made things a lot more difficult. Yeah, and then for instance, then we survived that, and then for instance, and what's his name, Jeremy Doku came on for Kevin De Bruyne also because Kevin got a nasty knock. He went down. We thought it was his Achilles. I believe he's going to be okay. Jeremy came on. Big up to Jeremy. For instance, he really took the game to them. He's really getting back to his form where he was in the beginning of the season. For instance, it always takes time for these young players. They come into a new squad, new team, new country. For instance, it takes time before you what's it called? Adapt into the for instance in the runnings of a football club. Anyway, so but he played well, and he received a fantastic ball from Foden, to which he took, and then he went he took on the defender, and the defender all he had to do was bring him down. Penalty. Referee right on the spot. Penalty. No review. Blah blah blah. Even VAR what's it called, trying to get to stick their nose into it, I believe. What's it called? But yeah, 100% penalty. And then out come the Norwegian, for instance, who slotted the ball top left. What's it called? Which is he tries to keep him low, but boom, knows exactly what he's doing. Talk about a pressure penalty, and yeah, and just does it. Boom. Highly criticised by Roy Keane and Mark Goldbridge and whatever this season. Why? Are you guys stupid? Yes. Are you bitter? Yes. That is why. You're pathetic. Both of you. Picture United fans. Simple as that. So, but Goldbridge, for instance, Erling showed why he's one of the world's, if not the world's best striker, as far as I'm concerned. And it's just calmly, I think it's his new goal celebration where he just kind of walks slowly over to the City fans. I know you can see he wants to jump into the City fans, and celebrate, but no, I'm going to be dignified, but a big smile on his face. Knowing that, for instance, we won the game, even though there was 10 minutes to go, 10 minutes of overtime for the De Bruyne and Eddie's injuries. So what's it called? But that was it, and we've broke the hoodoo. Yeah, it was just amazing. The City fans going wild, and yeah, absolutely fantastic. Really, really, really. Yeah, so really delighted. 2 a.m. start, so by the time the second goal went in, it was 4 a.m. All I could do was this. I've got my lady sleeping next to me here, and so yeah, and for instance, I could go elsewhere, for instance, watch the game, but for instance, it's fine. I can sit on the sofa here and just relax and just have to celebrate with her. Smile. Things will be different at the weekend, I hope. For instance, and because the game's not going to start at 2 a.m. Oh, the 2 a.m. kickoff still killed me. I went running the very next day, for instance, and because by the time I get sleep, it's about 5 in the morning, and then she's up at 6:30. So I basically have a quick cold shower, then go for a run. And the sun was out, and I jumped in the sea, and what's it called? Yeah. So tough. I felt tired all day, but I also felt just great inside, for instance, and just so happy that, for instance, we won, yeah, it's just so delighted that, for instance, we got the 3 points, which I always knew and felt we would. Was about breaking that hoodoo, and Son not scoring, the guys playing well, and yeah. So, for instance, watching Arsenal reaction afterwards, oh, it's a conspiracy, is this Son wanting to miss? Yeah, absolutely pathetic, and yeah, so they are salty, and I thought Liverpool fans were salty, but Arsenal fans are just as salty. They really are, for instance. And the last thing we can do is go into the last game, etc., against West Ham, and for them to, for instance, not to win. For instance, and we can't allow them to win. For instance, they are not gracious winners, and yeah. For instance, where I think Man City fans are, I think we are. You're gonna get the idiot City fan bus club, but majority of City fans are gracious and yeah, we're good and we're respectful for what's to go for our club and for other clubs apart from one really. But then they do it to themselves. We're gonna win. The guys behind us are gonna bring it back. Oh, good God! How just embarrassing does he sound? God, Ten Hag, we're going to go down to Wembley. We're going to bring it back. These guys behind me. They're all, ah. It's unbelievable. The guys on the treatment table. Yeah, the guys, yeah. This will go to a stadium, must go wet. We're not going to get wet. So, must go, but Ten Hag, there's a good chance he'll stay as well. He'll stay at Bayern Munich by the sounds of it. There you go. Kimmich might leave. But no, for instance, happy days. So Pep's reaction when the song went through, falling down, and yeah, and afterwards, but brilliant, absolutely superb. Uh, Having the two considers going into the game, thought we were going to win it. Boys did the job. City fans have done the job all the season, and now we've got a potential party, for instance, on Sunday. Yeah, one I did. Hey, starts at 10 p.m. here. I wish I was there. I've missed now a few. I think I've last three parties at the Etihad. So yeah, so for instance, yeah, it's not been good. For instance, yeah. So I need to, yeah. So, but well, still have to have a party. Yeah. Met a great City fan this week, by the way. What's ago when I was out running a couple of days ago. For instance, no, I was actually going for a walk. Really good guy. For instance, Vic his name is, lives in Thailand, etc. For instance, we had a really nice little chat. 76 years old, you would never believe it. Seriously, some guys just know how to take care of themselves. Anyway, so but no, he was. I'm absolutely delighted. I'm delighted with everything, and with the with everything. So, for instance, and yeah, just and again, for instance, I can sit here and pick and pull and whatever, which I don't like to do that anyway. For instance, you've got to be happy, you've got to live in the moment, and you've got to say, for instance, that and even though we weren't perfect against Spurs, what's it called? We got the job done, for instance, and so for that, I can't complain. For instance, and yeah, we're going into the fourth, winning the fourth title, something that's never been done, the fourth peak, never been done, and so, for instance, and we've still got a great chance of winning the FA Cup. So, why could I sit here and moan about anything? No, not at all. So, for instance, now I'm just delighted that, for instance, we went over to Tottenham and did what we had to do, for instance, and yeah, and I can just sit here back, watch YouTube, for instance, and all the crying and the we always knew City was always going to win, and Klopp coming out and complaining. I believe he's still complaining about Man City and Rodri's handball and whatever. So, for instance, and so now it's Mikel Arteta's turn to cry about Man City and yeah, and I believe, for instance, they were still talking about, well, you can't really celebrate Man City's fourth title if they're going to win it on Sunday because they've still got these 115 charges. Oh, gee whiz. What I mean? You've always got to say something. Always got to say something. The media, for instance, the southern based Man United loving media, for instance, and just bitter, absolutely bitter. Man City will never ever get the applaud it's what we deserve. Never, never, never at all. Too much bitterness out there. Yeah, Pep Guardiola could now win the next 20 Premier League titles. Could do the treble again, and it'll always be, oh well, Ferguson was the best manager. Oh, he's never done for instance, what Wenger did, or blah blah blah, or something like that. There'll always be a salty and complaining about Man City, and it's not fair. It really isn't, you know. What I mean? And because we deserve the credit. We deserve the credit, because, and as a City fan myself, and that's the reason why I say I've got no complaints. I can't sit there and complain about what my club is doing, how it's doing it, and doing on and I've got nothing to complain about. Oh my God, you got to be absolutely crazy to sit there and say complain about Man City at the moment. And as a fan, I see a lot of on the vlogs, etc., and people saying, super chats, etc., and say he's rubbish and get rid of him and blah blah blah. Just, just give you a head of a wobble, for instance, if you're going to moan about man players, and and it's just this Premier League is a long, hard season. It is. It goes through 4 seasons, and for instance, into there, fourth top league on the fourth the last season, it's just mind blowing for me. For instance, it just really is. Just watching from Thailand. Oh, you look at just at the Etihad, for instance, on Sunday. What's it called with the City fans? Yes, it rains a lot. Yes, it's not as warm. Blah blah blah. Yeah, when it rains, it's rained all day. Great Thailand. It just doesn't look the same. But no, um, the I can't complain. And Man City are the best team in the world, as far as I'm concerned. Got a fantastic ownership, great stadium, amazing set of fans, and most of them, and yeah, and very lucky at the moment, as am I, because I've been a Man City fan all my life ever since I was a kid, and let's go born in the area, for instance, and no, oh, just just relaxing and taking it in, just like a lovely sunset and lovely whatever. Just sat there enjoying what's happening with us at City at the moment. So, but anyway, I'm gonna go. I'll probably talk to you before the West Ham game, which is on the Sunday. So, for instance, if you like my video, yeah, not I can't play anybody. I say don't do this for other than that. I like to talk about football club, and I can say about my football club. Simply, miss, and I love Thailand. I love the time. Let's go, but I do miss in being at the Etihad and seeing the faces of the City fans and the City players and City guys who've gone all season, etc. For the rain, the cold, and the expense, etc. And enjoying that final day, one was to go win, celebrate a trophy, or just amazing. It's just it's like you just you can't describe what's called just the smiles. The contentment, the smiles, the what's it called, the job well done, the pats on the back, and the see photographs, the photographs you get into, and yeah, it really is. Anyway, so but I'm here, not talking to you guys. So what's it called, and I'll speak to you just a preview of the what's it called, of the West Ham Sunday, for instance, the last season. So we don't have Aston Villa or sat there and draw. Wow, uh, we were, um, and it is what it is. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna love you and leave you. So I'll speak to you very soon. So take care. Bye.